June 16th, 2017. I remember that Wednesday, leading up to that day, just like it was last week. I came home from track practice, and my mother called me and said Pa is a fighter and will always be one. At first, I was very confused on what my mother meant by that, but then I eventually understood. I was in complete shock and very hurt, and I also wanted to go see him at that very moment. We ended up going to the hospital, and there he was, in his hospital bed, too ill to walk, talk, or really do anything. We knew he didn't have long, but we didn't really know how long exactly. The next day, I went back to the hospital right after school. I was an emotional wreck. We stayed in his room for as long as we could that day until the nurse said we had to leave. Everyone left the room except me. And I continued to grab him by the hand and I said, Pa, I love you. I'll see you soon, I promise. The next day, Friday, June 16th, 2017, my dad hugged me as I came down the stairs to go to school and said, Bud, Pa passed at 6 a.m. this morning when we were all sleeping. I was devastated and had no idea what to do at the time. Growing up, I only had one grandfather, Pa. Only having one grandfather, he knew he was different, and he knew what he meant to me. He was very different to other grandfathers. He was the best grandfather anyone could ever ask for. Being my only grandfather and me being his only grandson, we had an amazing bond. We did so much together. From washing his car with the hose, raking leaves, taking care of his garden, and just doing everything around the house. He was a very hardworking and determined man in everything he did. I used to play baseball and soccer, and he would try to go to as many games, and it would just meant the world to me seeing him there and supporting me during every step. He also called me his best bud. That was our thing. When I was younger, he always knew what to get us for Christmas and our birthdays. He just got the best gifts. He always knew how to put a smile on everyone's face no matter what was going on or where we were or anything like that. He was a leader in our immediate family and extended family. Everyone looked up to him. Everyone is still so thankful to this day on what he's created in all of us and how he's affected each and every one of us in the family. For 20 years now, we have been going to Lake Winnipesaukee. It's our whole family tradition. We do it every year, every first weekend of August. And since we lost him, it just really has not been the same. It was his favorite place, his favorite weekend of the whole entire year. Pa loved it. Pa loved the family more than anything. He would do anything for us, whoever needed anything, he was always there. Although Pa was a family man and did have a soft side, no one messed with him. He was the boss. If any of the grandkids, cousins, aunts, uncles did not listen, they got Pa. And right after that, they did exactly what Pa said. He was a very disciplined man and knew how to discipline all of us in our own ways and perfected us. If Pa told you to do something, you did it with no questions, no remarks, you just did it. That was it. He was very respected in our family, a true idol. He lived on Fairfax Street in Somerville, Massachusetts. Fairfax Street was a dream neighborhood. Everyone lived right next to each other. The only thing that separated the house was a very skinny driveway. All summer, everyone would go outside and just hang out and talk about what's going on in the news, the street, or whatever. He would always be the first one out and the last one in. He was known as the King of Fairfax Street. Overall, my grandfather, Richard Sano, Pa, is missed by all of us every single day and will never be forgotten. We are all so grateful for everything that he's done for all of us.